Hello and welcome to another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards. This is an episode of the Mage Edition. Tonight we have a new Magi, Alice Underwood, who will be awakening to a newfound purpose in life later this evening. Um, so we'll start. It's a typical work day. You're at your lab at your facility or whatever. Everyone's just kind of howling around, working on what they got. So why don't you tell us what you're usually working on? Maybe how you usually do your stuff.
All right, well, Alice likes to build. She likes to get hands-on, so she spends a lot of time fine-tuning the concepts and ideas of prosthetics, making them so that they seem more fluid, more natural, but without having to add too much excess weight or just too much bulkiness. You want it to seem normal for people because that's what they're looking to get back to is normal after they've lost a limb. So she really enjoys her work. It benefits people that need it. So she, that's what she does. She fidgets. Sometimes she works on the electronical programming portions if necessary. She's contemplated going into cybernetics, but that just gets a little iffy in the gray area of ethics.
Right. So yeah, you're working, you're doing your usual stuff and everything. And a somewhat tall, spec. I can't pronounce. He wears glasses. I can't say words tonight. Um,
Spectacled.
yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Um, he kind of walks up, and you'd recognize him. The guy kind of over this little section, and we'll say, Miss Underwood, I need to speak to you in my office when you get a moment.
Sure thing, boss.
He'll nod and start walking towards his office. And
She'll
one of the guys who worked with him sounds like, man, what what that's about?
no idea.
Dr. Zong. Usually it's either really good or really bad if people are called into his office. So, good luck to you, Alice.
Thanks, buddy. And she'll finish whatever fine modification she was doing, put her tools where they're not going to fall off, trip somebody, hurt somebody, and make her way into the office.
He'll be sitting there and say, "Oh yes, Miss Underwood, thank you for being so kind. Please have a seat."
She'll go and climb up into the chair.
We've been watching some of your work lately. It's been very impressive, I have to say. I feel like you're starting to get much closer to more genuine, more lifelike prosthetics for people who need them.
She kind of perks up and is very proud of that compliment.
We wanted to possibly discuss a promotion with a possible transfer to a better equipped facility than this one.
I'm honored, sir.
Shouldn't be too much of a move. It's still within Hong Kong, but we feel that your potential might be not used to its utmost here.
Well, if that's what the company thinks is best, then I'm up for it.
Wonderful. There'll be paperwork, of course. I'll have to get it set up, but check back tomorrow. We'll get it all set up, and you should be good to go.
Yes, sir.
And I'd say you're free to go back to your work for now.
She'll hop down out of the chair, strut over to the door, heading back. Her head's high. She's got a bounce in her step. Big smile on her face.
The guy who stopped you earlier is kind of like pokes his head out and is like, I'm guessing something good?
Promotion, baby.
Nice. I'll hold up a fist. Or hold a fist down to you.
She'll fist bump him. I didn't realize they had another facility here in Hong
Oh,
Kong.
yeah. And Overtech's got a bunch of facilities all over the place.
That is awesome. Yeah, but unfortunately, it means I'm going to that new facility with the promotion.
You're still going to be working on the same kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm getting the promotion.
Nice. I hope it goes well for you.
I think it will. Supposedly, I'm going to have more stuff at my disposal, so that'll be fun.
That's good. Yeah, this place is nice, don't get me wrong, but there's a couple improvements that could be made. I guess it makes sense, so it's kind of a smaller facility.
She will then go about finishing up her work for the day, packing up her tools so that it'll be easy to just move tomorrow, and she's done. And
Okay. As you're kind of finishing up your work, you'll notice something kind of odd about one of the prosthetics that you're working on. It's one of the ones that you've been trying to make, lighter, more lifelike, and everything. And it will actually feel a lot lighter, like strangely lighter. Like it wasn't this light just a couple minutes ago.
she's gonna check it, see if something fell out of it when she wasn't looking. Something loose.
Um, Give me a perception. We'll say technology.
Perception technology. All right. Said it's hashtag.
Hashtag number of dice. Then D10.
What's the difficulty?
Standard F6.
Would mechanical aptitude come in?
Yes, so it'll be actually D4. So 5 success.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Everything seems to be there. Everything that was there is pretty obviously still there. It just feels way lighter for some reason.
She's gonna go to one of her coworkers. Does this feel lighter to you? Significantly?
He'll hold it up and say, "Yeah, that's weird. Did you make this out of something different, or?"
No. I don't think so. I could have sworn it was heavier than this when I was working on it just a few minutes ago.
That's really weird. I don't know.
And everything's still there, so I know I didn't accidentally slip a part out or something, so... She's gonna go over and test it, see if it works properly.
Yeah, it's working. Like it is working. Okay, how do you test it exactly? Probably
She'll attach it to the dummy, test that it flexes in all the ways it's supposed to, knee bends or whatever if it was a leg.
okay. Um, it tests really well. Like it's really fluid. It's very it responds like very quickly to any command you send to it. Like strangely fluid. It's almost alive.
Wow, I didn't realize I was doing this good. Yeah, so, wow.
The guy who he has to like see if it weighs must walk over. Is it working fine?
Yeah, watch this and she'll run through the tests again.
He'll watch, looking impressed. Wow. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess that's why you're getting the promotion.
I guess so. Alright, gonna put this back in the storage. So, then I'm done for the day, I think.
Nice. You have a good evening, Alice.
You too. She'll lock it up and head on out for the night.
So what are you doing when you get back to your house, or where are you going after you leave work?
Um,
Probably should.
she wanted to celebrate because, well, she got a promotion, so that's a celebratory thing, right?
Yeah, totally.
So she'll probably ride her lean board down to a bar, go in and order a drink.
They'll ask for ID both at the like
Door and
before
at
you
the
go in.
bar. She'll show ID. She kind of expects this.
The bartender will just kind of give like a surprise little, huh? And so, what do you want?
She's gonna order like a Mai Tai or something. Something with alcohol, but that tastes good.
You'll get a little mind time. Uh, give me a perception alertness. Standard diff.
Will attentive come into play for specialty?
Yes.
5 successes.
All right. There's a kind of a tallish, pretty good looking man. Um, he's got very Italian features, dark hair that he keeps cut pretty short. Wearing onk earrings and a very dark pair of sunglasses. He'll you'll notice he's kind of watching you whenever he sees you looking back at him. He'll kind of tilt down his sunglasses, revealing bright purple eyes, wink, and then shift his sunglasses back up and continue drinking whatever he was drinking.
Alright. That's weird. I have never seen somebody with glowing eyes before. She'll drink a little more of her drink. And if he keeps staring at her and she keeps catching him staring at her, she'll eventually hop down and head over with her
He, he,
drink.
he kind of like he'll focus his attention elsewhere for a bit, look back at you, take another drink. You kind of do that a few times. So yeah, you'll definitely notice.
She'll head over there, seeing to see what this fellow wants.
I'll look down and it's like, hey, cousin, how are you?
You don't look like any cousins I know.
It's just my name for people.
Right, I'm well, and how are you, mister?
I'm doing fine. I apologize. I should have introduced myself. My name is Jorno Stavros.
That's quite a name, Jorno Stavros.
I get that a lot around here. I can't imagine why. I'll just kind of give a very large grin.
It's probably because a lot of them are Wu or Lee or Chun or some such.
Or Zong, perhaps.
Zong. Yeah, I think I've heard that one before, and she's gonna kind of like, I am up and down, taking a sip of her drink now, feeling a little more nervous.
Pretty common name right here. Pretty common name. What brings you here tonight, if you don't mind me asking?
Having a drink.
Everyone needs a drink every once in a while. It helps us stay a bit more calm. Yeah.
Yeah, calm. Totally. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bug you or nothing. You go on and have a good night.
You too, mister. Mr. Davros. Why do I
He'll,
feel like that's a something?
he'll kind of just like nod and smile, finish up his drink, and leave 2 large coins on the bar before walking out.
She'll finish her drink. She's gonna go home because that guy kind of weirded her out. Mr. Davros. Why have I heard that somewhere before? I swear it must have been on a TV show or something.
It was Stavros.
But I said,
Oh, I thought you said Davros.
but she's then, yeah, gonna head home.
Okay. Nothing really eventful happens at your house. Assuming you just kind of do your usual stuff, relax for a bit.
Ah, good. Normal, everyday, life is good. Got a promotion at work. Got a drink. Yeah, this'll be good. And she will go to bed.
Okay. And as you sleep, when you wake up, you'll distinctly remember dreams of uh, a mechanical something. It's clearly mechanical, but you can't really tell what it is. But it's just telling you need to wake up. You mustn't join with them.
Wait, wake up? Wake up, wake up. Okay, I'm awake, I'm awake. Why am I awake? Right, work, right. She'll get ready for work and head on in.
So as you head on in, Dr. Zong will stop you and say, "I have the paperwork ready whenever you're free to come sign it and everything."
Free right now, sir.
Excellent. Come with me then.
And she will follow him.
He'll hold open the door for you.
She'll walk in.
He'll close it behind you. He'll walk in and close it behind the pair of you. Walk to the other side of his desk and start getting the paperwork ready. So it might take a second. Feel free to have a seat.
She'll hop up in the seat. Just kind of look around the room.
It's a very it's a very clean room. Like it's all organized. Plenty of books, his various qualifications, his diplomas and whatnot. And as he finally gets the paperwork already, he'll hold out a pen and say, "This is just where you need to sign. Of course, feel free to look through it. I don't think there should be anything weird in there, but if you have any questions on anything, feel free to ask." And right as he's about to say "ask," you'll hear a large boom and feel a very large shake coming from the facility.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Sign the paperwork. Get out of here quick. Don't want to be stuck.
He'll kind of get up looking concerned. "I'm going to go see what that was. Please stay here for now."
Uh-huh.
He'll leave the room.
She figured staying there was the better idea, since then she's not a person in the way, and
at this point you'll start hearing, it sounds like blaster fire from Star Wars, coming from a room directly outside his office, but fairly close by.
Right, okay. That somebody's playing a video game, or watching a movie too loud, and that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So she finishes signing, constantly glancing back at the door to make sure nobody's coming in, ready to kind of hop down and take cover.
As you look back, you'll see someone kind of running up towards the door to the window, and then you'll hear another blaster noise, and the man will thump against the door and kind of sink to the floor.
Oh shit. And she's gonna, having signed everything, gonna hop down, take cover behind the desk, and kind of watch.
You'll hear someone moving the person's body and then opening the door, and you'll see a very older, kind of not really grizzled. He looks like your general laboratory scientist, except for a very large pair of goggles and very sci-fi looking gun in his hand. And he'll kind of look around and say, "Hey, Underwood, you in here?"
She's staying quiet and hiding behind the desk.
He'll kind of say, "You're gonna make me look for you, aren't you? All right." You'll hear kind of pings and a whistle going off as he does something, and he'll then walk around the desk and look at you. "Hey, you alright?"
Please don't shoot me.
"I ain't gonna shoot you. Besides, this thing's set to S for sleep. This is puts people to sleep right now."
Uh-huh, sure. Please don't shoot me. What do you want?
I'm trying to prevent you from making a very bad mistake.
A bad mistake?
Yes, ma'am. If you go and sign on with these people, you keep your prosthetics and whatnot under their stuff, they're not going to see, like, the general populace ain't going to see it for another 20, 30 years, or hell, they might not never see it. We can work on getting this stuff out the door pretty soon.
What? Wait, you're doing it like a serious hostile takeover? Like, seriously hostile?
No, I ain't taking the company or nothing. I think your designs are interesting. I think people could use them, and I would prefer that people get to use them sooner rather than later, since you seem to be doing pretty good work.
And you're not gonna shoot me?
I promise. Hell, I'll pinky promise with sugar on top.
Okay, what are you asking me for then?
I want you. Come with me. Work on your design. Maybe, just maybe, we can put a stop to the imagination neutering ways of the technocracy. You probably don't know what that is yet.
She has a very confused look on her face. I'm sorry, the who?
The technocracy. These guys over in Novatech where you're working.
And they're bad?
Oh, you know, big conspiracy, supposedly control the entire planet, try to make sure people live exactly how they want to, or how the technocracy wants them to. I should say, tries to, like I said, they're kind of imagination neuters.
Right. Right. Um, so that explosion was you?
Yeah, yeah, I timed it so nobody was right there. It was just a way to get me into the building. Everyone should be good. Might be a little achy for a little bit, but they'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll explain things as we go, and if at any point you want to leave, that is really up to you. I am not going to keep you.
Okay.
All right, let's get going then.
Uh-huh. And she will crawl out from under the desk.
We'll kind of hold a hand out, kind of help you to your feet.
Thank you. Yeah, so... Okay. Craziest hostile takeover I've ever seen. Or heard of.
It'll get crazier, don't worry.
Crazier? Like... Okay.
Trust me, it'll... It's one of those things you can't really explain until you see it.
Right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Totes.
And he will start leading you throughout the building, out through a very large hall. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people getting in his way. Most people are just kind of trying to hide. And start walking towards a very armored van. Pull out a little key fob, click it, unlock it, and say, "That's my ride."
That's quite a vehicle you have there.
I only save it for special occasions, such as this one.
Also, takeovers are special occasions now. Okay.
He'll hold the door open for you.
She will climb in. Very nervously. Afraid she's being abducted, but he has a gun, so she's not going to fight with him.
He'll go around to the other side and get into the driver's seat, start driving off. And he'll kind of say, "So, just so you know, there's sides. There's third side, but they don't really matter much in the grand scheme of things. They might someday, I don't know. But for now, it's traditions, technocracy." And he'll kind of look in his rear view and say, "Shit, all right. I'm gonna have to stop talking for a minute and focus on driving."
Okay. She will hold on to her seatbelt tightly.
I highly suggest you do not look behind us.
She pulls her knees up and kind of is just like hugging this seatbelt, praying that the car doesn't get blown up or something.
And he'll start speeding off, doing very evasive maneuvers. Um, that kind of thing. Um, there are a few occasions where it almost seems like you hear something coming at you at the van, and then a very loud crash, and it doesn't seem, you don't feel like a shaking or rocking or anything that will signify the van was hit.
He said not to look, so she's not looking. She's just hoping that this is all over soon.
Alright. After a while, he'll stop driving so fast and he'll kind of pull over to a restaurant and say, "Hey, you hungry?"
She turns towards him. You've been driving like a maniac. I could have sworn there should have been explosions and earthquakes or something. Then you just pull over and say, "Are you hungry?"
I mean, there were explosions, but I don't know, I think you took care of them.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you did plenty, you just didn't realize you were doing it.
I think you're a little confused, sir. I'm just an engineer.
Oh, you're much more than just an engineer now. You're what we call awakened.
Yes, I've been awake all morning, ever since that dream woke me up.
No, not like awakened, like see more than the most average people. Uh,
I am perceptive.
but sure. Usually you'll get some weird dreams shortly before or after it happens.
Yeah, it said, um, don't join them. Wake up. Or something.
Oh, interesting. Maybe there's some.
What's interesting?
Usually we don't. Um, I didn't get this, but we don't usually get a something telling us to not join them or whatever. Yeah, weird things happen. Obviously,
Okay.
I should probably introduce myself. It's kind of rude, isn't it?
She gives a little nod.
I'm terribly sorry. Amongst my peers, I'm known as gosh, I had a name and I completely forgot it. Oh no, Doctor Moon. That's what it was. I'm known as Doctor Moon.
Um, it's a pleasure to meet you, Doctor.
It was a pleasure to meet you too. Um, as I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted by that cyborg fuckhead. Um, it's I'm a member of what we call the traditions. What you were about to join was what we call the technocracy, and they are definitely the bad guys in this.
Okay. Because they want people to live a certain way?
They want people to live a boring way. Go, you work your 9 to 5 job, get married, 2.5 kids, white picket fence, dog in the yard, whatever. How you want to live, great. But I don't think that's the way every person should live if they don't want to live that way. You know what I mean?
Right, that's why we have this whole free will thing, they say.
Exactly. And I would prefer that if you believe that, say, if you wanted to make your life straight out of an action movie or sci-fi movie, and he'll kind of nod to his blaster, I think you should be able to do that if you have the ability.
Right. Yeah. Sci-fi action movies. Totally.
And I promised I wasn't going to shoot you, so feel free to disagree at any point if you legitimately disagree. I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to strong.
Um. Right. So, this, you said traditions. Does that mean there's like fragments of them or parts of them or certain numbers of like you have your Christmas traditions, your Thanksgiving traditions, your Halloween traditions kind of thing, or
It's shorthand. It's shorthand for the Council of Nine mystical traditions. Though most of them will claim it's some sort of magic, I think it's some very elaborate, very fantastical science, personally. But to each their own. We're all in this together. That makes sense.
so there's 9 magical traditions.
Not on the council, at least. I'm sure there's a bunch more out there or whatever, but then that group up with us. I'm a member of the Society of Ether myself. We're kind of, as stereotype would be steampunk, 50s pulp, sci-fi, very Flash Gordon. I prefer Star Wars myself, but
That's why your gun sounded like a blaster.
Yep, that's right.
You know, in Star Trek, they didn't have a sleep setting.
Yeah, I'd like to finagle a little bit. I'm not much for to avoid it at any given opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not much on guns and fighting, so, yeah.
Doesn't take just fighting and everything to win a war. You need your engineers, you need your tacticians, that sort of thing.
Right, tacticians and engineers. So what is it you're wanting me to engineer?
You can keep on doing what you're doing. Your prosthetics. They were religion. They were very interesting. Um, and honestly, doing those, working on them, getting them more lifelike, maybe being able to outfit some of ours that have gone into some bad situations and come out alive, but definitely escape. Like I said, your work is way too important to just be sitting in some technocratic facility waiting 20, 30, 40 years so they can figure out how to mass produce it and get it all sent out and everything. Get sent as soon as we can get it done.
Oh, all right. Right. So, how am I gonna like be paying my rent and stuff?
I got a nice little facility that you can come work at. It's a bit more underground than what you were working at, but pretty good amount of money saved away that I used to pay some scientists and engineers that have interest in projects.
Oh, all right. Are they going to be mad that you kind of kidnapped me?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Are they going to come after me for it, or after you?
They'll definitely try to come after me. They might show up at your doorstep trying to convince you to come with them, explain or tell you how those traditions are all big nasty wizards sitting in towers all day blasting random peasants with lightning bolts or whatever.
You're like serious about this whole magic thing, aren't you?
Like I said, I think it's more of a science, very elaborate or whatever, but I've seen some stuff I can't really explain.
Right. Sure. And they won't kidnap me in turn?
I honestly don't know. I can't tell you one way or the other whether they will or not.
Okay, sure. Food. Yeah, glass of water would be good to start.
So, stop the car. Or you obviously stop the car, but he'll shut off the car, open his door, and start walking into the restaurant, leaving the blaster in the car.
She will hop out and follow him in.
And won't take terribly long before you guys are seated, and uh, you'll notice that same man from last night at the bar will kind of walk up and sit down to Dr. No. He's going to say, cousin, you found another cousin. This is good to see.
Oh, you didn't tell me you had creepy men here?
And a sigh. Yeah, I kind of have to put up with them.
Right. Okay, sure. Uh-huh.
Different talents and all. Can't do everything myself, you know.
I suppose not. Can't all be Han Solo.
Exactly. Soren's just kind of sitting there smiling as this little conversation's going on.
So, etherite, or ether, or something. You mentioned, ethery things.
Yeah. We're the Society of Ether. We, as the leader, this guy, not so much. Like I said, we're very into science for science's sake. We don't. That's pretty much how I explained it to you. We think that all science is legitimate. We just want it to be available.
That's a commendable, perspective. You could have just, like, called me and, avoided blowing up a place. God, I don't know if I should say that out loud. She starts looking around, like, nervously.
We kind of blink a couple times. Shit. I could have done that. He'll look a little sheepish. My bad.
And then there wouldn't be the kidnapping and the supposed explosions that I never saw that you said I dealt with. How do you think I dealt with something when I didn't even know what it was or where it was or how it was happening?
I think you're kind of a slow burner. Generally, there's this thing that happens, an awakening. He's kind of speaking in hushed tones at this point. Um, Usually, it's something big. Doesn't necessarily have to be big to the world, but it can be big to you. And usually, you'll have a lot of power for a day or two, and then you'll have to start fresh. There been anything strange happening, maybe at the lab or anything?
Yesterday, one of things I was working on, I was trying to keep it light and fluid and functional, and it got really light. Like I set it down, picked it up a couple minutes later, and it was like a lot lighter, and like it worked like so perfectly.
Like almost like this, and he'll kind of like wave his arm very fluidly.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Hmm. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna take a while to get back to that point, but I can show you the ropes. I can introduce you to some others who can kind of help you guide along, or you can try to learn all this stuff by yourself. It's entirely up to you.
Does he still have his goggles on?
He's kind of pushed them to the top of his head.
Are his eyes glowing as well?
No, they're just plain. It's like they're a brown color.
Having a mentor or somebody to like show me the ropes is probably better if I'm not hallucinating. Maybe during that explosion I got hit in the head. That would explain a lot of this. Never really thought of myself as a lucid dreamer, though.
You can always sleep on it if you want to, decide if you're hallucinating or not. But just be very careful.
Well, if this isn't a dream, then having people to help um, show me the ropes would be good. If it is a dream, then I probably won't remember it when I wake up.
Right. So where's the harm in coming with us now?
Right. Because dreams can't hurt you.
You're really not physically now.
Fair enough point. And she's gonna look around. So we're like, how many of you, them, us are there?
You're talking members of traditions or people against the technocracy in general?
Yes?
I reckon there's about maybe 30, 40 of us here in Hong Kong.
Wonder if I've met any of them.
It's entirely possible.
Do you think they would have like how did you like figure out that I'm special if like I didn't even know I was special.
I've been keeping tabs on that lab for a while now, watching for any mass prime signatures to show up or anything. That's what they like to do, start you off in those smaller facilities, and then when you're about to awaken or undergo your enlightenment or whatever, they'll transfer you over, start training you that way.
So you were just watching them for a transfer to come up?
Yeah, and plus, sometimes there's a big energy signature that shows up. Not always, but sometimes.
You're saying I didn't have a big energy signature?
Right. Seem kind of subdued. Big thing might come later. Who knows?
Right. Sure. Totally. Of course.
I'm sure this is a lot for you to take in.
A little bit, yeah.
Like I said, it's not the sort of thing you have to decide right now. But sooner the better, probably.
Well, like I said, if this is a dream, then agreeing won't hurt me, and if it's not a dream, I'll wake up tomorrow and know that I wasn't dreaming and going crazy.
Okay.
So sure, I'll go along with it.
Alright, cool. Uh, there is a place. I'm gonna have to lay low for maybe a couple days, but there's some people who usually go there. Might be able to explain it to you. I haven't been there, honestly, but I've heard good things about it from Toronto and a couple others. It's an occult museum, right?
All right.
You head up there. Usually there's a few mages going on about there. Some other kind of supernatural critters. Uh, they'll be able to kind of teach you the ropes. I ain't too good at explaining the whole thing, honestly. I just know my little group.
Sure. That'd be grand.
Wonderful. Like I said, I'm gonna have to lay it low for a little bit, but I will give you a call when it's safe. When you start your training, the proper training, I should say.
All right. Cult museum. Strange thing to dream about. It really isn't a dream, is it?
We might actually be able to head over there now. I can drop you off.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
And out of character, there's already a scene going on over there, I believe, so we can just hop into that one.
Sure.
Cool. So I'll end this one here. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. It's been another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards. Have a pleasant evening.